This is Tuesday, and this is another movie Monkey Rant. That's right, this is another movie Monkey Rant. Snatched was a movie that I just saw today in the movie theater. That's right, here in Chicago at an AMC Movies. And I've been here for many hours because I saw 2 movies today. I said, man, I really want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, but I really should watch a new movie and have my thoughts poured upon you. So I saw both movies. Oh man, Guardians of the Galaxy, really good movie. Back to Snatched. So Amy Schumer's character, Emily, I think, is an awful human being. And is pretty self-aware of her awfulness. The movie's set up with her going to Ecuador, setting up this like all-exclusive trip to Ecuador that has there's no refunds. It's non-transferable. She got 2 tickets, one for her and her boyfriend. Her life's falling apart. She has a shitty dead-end job, which she loses in the first like sequence of the movie. Then she loses her boyfriend because the boyfriend's going places and he doesn't want her to weigh him down. So she uses social media to go and find someone to go with when nobody wants to go with her because she's a terrible person. And I understand that. I get it. So eventually her mom sees through social media that she broke up with her boyfriend, invites her over the house. And it sets up a really funny scene, which was probably one of my favorite, like, top 3 scenes. The movie's, like, pretty good, I guess, but I'm reluctant to say it's good. This scene, though, is, like, her messaging back and forth via a Facebook post, using, like, you know, they've broken up. And it's, like, this Facebook post, and they're posting back and forth, and Amy Schumacher's character is like, oh my god, you know this is on my wall. And then Goldie's character, the mom, I'm just going to say the mom because I can't remember her last name, it sounds stupid. So the mom is like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. I really need some computer help at the end. It was like pretty funny. Amy Schumacher's character is also obsessed with Instagram, which is great. And she's like trying to make her life seem really good through social media, but in reality it's not very good at all. So it's cute. It's gonna, you know, I don't think this movie has much longevity. So, in being that and like being self-aware to that, like it's a pretty good movie, and it'll probably be a pretty good topical movie for the next couple of years. On this social commentary about like being connected but being disconnected as a family. So Amy Schumacher's character ends up asking mom to go with her to Ecuador. Mom is like a shut-in. All she loves is her cats. She locks all the doors. She was a single parent raising 2 children. And the character is like closed. Something dramatic happened to her life, or maybe it was just the children and then children leaving her. And that sense of loss has like caused her from being an adventurous person into a person who watches Grey's Anatomy, stays at home and feeds her cats. So at the end, she gets convinced to go to Ecuador, and while in Ecuador, Amy Schumacher's character wants to get laid, so she's like, you know, trying to be flirty and sexy and stuff, and meets this character that picks her up at the bar. They go out, they have this great night. The next day he asks her to bring her mom with him to go and see the countryside. The mom gets scared about this, doesn't want to go. She's a shut-in. And wow, I'm explaining this movie way too much. Basically, he's a bad guy. Bad news. Before that happens, Amy Schumacher's, like, they meet Wanda Sykes' character and another famous female comedian's character that I can't remember her name, and they're like ex-military special ops people, and they like give her card. Like, just see them and they give him their card, and I don't understand, like, the movie manufactures these two characters to move the plot along. Introducing them doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It was distracting. One of the characters, the special ops character, cut out her tongue because she didn't want to be interrogated to spill secrets of the nation, and like, so weird. It doesn't make any sense. This movie, come on. So like Wanda Sykes' character like kind of like interprets her like pseudo sign language. I don't understand these characters at all. Why are they here? Why did you have to introduce them like this? Whatever. So, long story short, they get captured by these guys. They wear masks, grab them, put them in a truck, drive them from Ecuador to Cuba or something, and then they take their masks off, and they can see their faces. Like, hello, you can't. It's not something you could do. Or like in the movie, like the suspension of disbelief, and then like they gotta transport them for no reason. They have to get them out from where they are to another location, and that's where when the two escape. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They don't actually set up. There's no motivation. There's like, the audience isn't given the motivation of them moving, which is a big problem. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. So they move and they get out, and Amy Schumacher's character accidentally kills somebody, and that's funny. And the reaction by that, funny. Set it up, funny. You did it. It was good. I like that. And then, like, later in the movie, that was, like, his fucking, like, the baddest guy's cousin. And, like, Amy Schumacher, like, grabs a spear gun to threaten them and fucking accidentally shoots the bad guy's son and, like, kills him. So, it's like, she's, like, it's, like, really good at murder. And that's really funny, and they play that part up. The thing that doesn't make any sense is that the main villain just doesn't kill them. It's because of this movie needs to exist. Like, the characters need to be alive in this movie, so the motivation of that character doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't register with me why he would keep them alive so many times, even though he wants them dead. As the audience, I should know these things. I should understand, like, what motivates him to keep these two characters alive. Why would you kidnap Amy Schumacher's character knowing that her mom is right there? Why do you kidnap both of them? Just kidnap one of them and then tell the mom that she has to get $100,000 because the mother is capable. They don't know if they have any outside family to get more money from them except for like their debit cards. Like, what's out of their credit cards and debit cards? And even that, I mean, it's ridiculous. So there's no setup on that. There is a really funny character. He's like this adventurer, and like they're in the scene, sets up some bits that don't really land. It's kind of funny, but not too bad. And then they get this character, and he's got the hat, and he's like, "We're gonna go on an adventure, guys. Let's go down the Amazon. We're going down the Amazon together. Yeah, I've been here for a long time, but I was ready for an adventure." And I'm like, this character has no purpose being here at all. But I like him a lot. He's like a caricature of the adventurer in a lot of movies. He's like a poor man's Indiana Jones. He's not Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones kind of has a feel of realness. But this is like the surrealness of some of these adventurers. Like almost like a video game adventure. Like, I'm here for adventure. Like, the motivation is out on his character. And they bring that up in the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is terminally ill. And I'm thinking of that, I'm like, this guy has to be terminally ill. Or he's playing the part, like, he's like, no, I didn't think terminally ill, I just thought, like, he was playing this part, like, it was a bit for him. And it was! They put in a guy whose bit is to... He's dying in 4 weeks, and he's been there for 3 weeks, and he's been looking for an adventure, and he used to be a tax attorney, but, like, he has brain cancer, and his doctor gives him 4 weeks to live, and he fucking goes on this adventure, And in this one scene, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna die. Like, once he said that, I'm like, he's gonna die. He's gonna die any minute now. He's gonna die. And he grabs this vine and he's like, we have to swing across, and I am the man, and I will go first. And he like grabs this vine and he goes to swing across this ravine, and the vine snaps and he dies. He just falls down this ravine, and it's the best part of the movie for me. He was totally the best guy. It's just like outrageous characters that pop in, and he was one of them, and they cleaned him up really nice, and they fucking killed him, and it was funny, and he was completely used, and it was amazing. And the other best like random character is this like random black dude who is in like the consulate. He's the contact info online gets you to this guy in the consulate. Like, I don't understand how everybody knows this guy's number, but like all the characters in the movie know this guy's number. And Amy Schumacher has a brother, which I haven't pointed out yet, who's a total dick, and he ends up calling into this guy and just basically pestering him through the whole movie to like set up a special ops unit to get them out of there. And he's like, all I have, like the brother is like, all I have is my sister and my mother and you, and if they die, my life will be to obsess about you. And the black dude's like, all right. And then he's like, it's in like CIS like style with all the computers everywhere, and he's like, we're gonna have this, when's the team gonna be there, when's this gonna be there? And like the brother character's inside the fucking hot room, and he's like saying stuff. He's like, shut the fuck up, I'm working on it, God hate you. And he's just, that character, that dynamic that's in there was funny. Situation doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's just like situation comedy. It's just like they set up little bits inside this movie. It's just like a bit, and it's strung together with this really bad storyline. And there's a couple of really good bits. And I think if you like really want a movie, a fun movie that's just like bits randomly strung together with sex jokes, this is your movie. I don't know. Reflecting on it, there were some pretty funny bits. I mean, it wasn't like crazy good. It was just like cute. All right. And the main villain dude, like, once again, he's like gets killed, or he gets captured at the end, and it just doesn't make any sense. He has no drive not to kill them, and he has so many opportunities to kill them. The only thing that keeps him alive is narrativium. You know, it's just like the narrative has to have these two characters stay alive, or there wouldn't be anything left. And then, so they get rescued, and at the end of the movie, it's like 1 year later, and they're back in another country, and then Amy Schumacher's character and the mom, like, love each other, and they, like, hang out now. The end. It's kind of the movie. Bits.